Hello, and welcome to my short little review on Hazbin Hotel's world building. I'm aware that it's really late for me to be doing this, but what else do you expect from me? I promised a love bug review over a year ago and I've still yet to show any results. So why did I choose to make this video so late? Well, it's because I'm still trying to get through this whole review thing. The main thing that I'm struggling with is that, well, let's face it, I sound condescending as fuck when I'm reading off a script. This video was originally going to be used to create a character to use for my reviews, but the only voice I could think of to do was a ripoff of Mr. Plankett or Squiggums, which is a character from a D&D podcast that I'm a part of. It's still in production though, so don't... Yeah. The problem with Squiggums is that he's funnier as a gag character, and I can portray him easier when I'm improvising. When he's reading off a script that's talking about why a show's world building is flawed from the very base it's built on, he just comes off as annoying. So it was a choice between my normal voice sounding condescending to my audience, or a character who would annoy the hell out of my audience and blow out everyone's eardrums. Obviously, I chose the former. Now, the biggest problem with Hazbin is that the central conflict is about Charlie trying to redeem souls and get them into heaven, I guess. They never establish the existence of a heaven.
Everyone's smiling and happy in heaven.
The reason she wants to redeem the souls is because otherwise they continue the yearly exterminations, which is apparently the only solution to overpopulation. Now, I have no idea if there are any gods in this universe, so I can't really say that getting an expansion is a possibility. But the universe has an infinite amount of space, to our knowledge. So why isn't there an infinite amount of space in hell? You know, the place that's supposed to be housing all kinds of horrible people from Earth's entire history. If the mortal plane is infinite, why can't the afterlife planes be infinite? Does heaven have a population limit too? Because if so, then that's a dick move to all the people who get to live in paradise. And if not, then that's a dick move to the people living in... I think it's Chicago? Well, actually, not so much. Because the ones that get killed in the extermination have their souls destroyed, according to the head writer of the show.
I do want to answer this question because I've seen this one a lot. What happens to people when they die in hell? It's worse than an afterlife. You disappear from existence entirely.
With all that being said, there's only one episode out right now, so maybe they can justify all this assfuckery in future episodes. Time can only tell with these sort of things. Or not. Fine, make your show worse and irreparable. See if I care. Alright, despite how disappointed I sound, it does bear mentioning that I actually do like it better than Hazbin. I certainly find the characters more likable, and I found that it made me laugh a lot more. I didn't find a shit ton of animation errors on my first watch, and not every single movement has a cartoony sound effect to go with it. However, there is one major problem with it. See, it's set in the same universe as Hazbin. The creator said it herself in her little What's Next video.
I've been developing more of my projects to be connected in a shared universe, so Helva takes place in the same fictional hell, but it has an entirely different tone, an entirely different cast, and an entirely different storyline.
There's even a shot where Luna is watching the interview that Charlie's singing in, and an ad for 666 News. The reason these two shows being set in the same universe is a problem is because the central conflict of Hazbin is completely ruined by Helva. Remember, Charlie doesn't want her people to be slaughtered on a yearly basis. They're being slaughtered because of overpopulation. However, the imp has access to a portal that leads to the overworld. Blitz only has it because he stole it from some rich asshole. What's to stop literally anyone from stealing it from them and just dropping themselves into the overworld? Why is there this problem of overpopulation when demons can just portal back to Earth and plunge the world into eternal darkness? Seriously, this is the one thing that prevents the rest of Hazbin from having any sort of tension. Now we know that it's possible for demons to just go to Earth seemingly for free. There's a much easier alternative than what Charlie wants, and yet we're expected to feel invested in her struggle to safely hinder the overpopulation problem. So yeah, Hazbin's story is fucked. before it had a chance to fix itself, but now Helva has ruined that chance. I'd be impressed if they somehow managed to pull it off, but I can't say it's likely to happen. And yes, before any of you start leaving angry comments, I do actually like the show. The art style's pretty good, and while I find the characters annoying, I'm interested to see how their dynamics will play out in the future. Anyway, that was my short little review. If I turn out to enjoy doing this sort of thing, I might finally put together that Love Bug review, maybe. I'll go ahead and say that the scripting portion is a lot of fun. Again, the main thing I've been struggling with is listening to my own voice. But I guess it's just something that I have to push my way through. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next project I publish.